Hey, what's up? I'm a Hype. I play games, make games, and everything in between. And today we are at Brookfield Place. There's a heat wave going on in New York right now, and I thought this would be a great place to come and make some games. There is a game jam on hypehype. Today we're going to be using hypehype to make a game or the next level game jam. Game jams are a fun way to get to know the software better. Hypehype is a dope evolutionary app that lets you make and play games with no code on your phone or iPad. If you like this kind of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon as I put out videos around making and playing games. Let's take a look at the next level hype jam. Challenge is simple, the possibilities are endless. Take any hype from another creator in hypehype and create a new level. Create one level or many. There are prizes for single hype and playlists. Build a game with the hype by using your mobile phone, tablet, or web browser. No coding required. To qualify, hype should meet the following criteria: remix a hype or template by another creator, create after the start of the jam on September 16th, publish before September 30th, include the hashtag next level jam. There are 2 prize categories with 5 prizes each. A hype cannot win multiple categories. A creator cannot win multiple prizes in the same category. I am Hypesy on hypehype. Be sure to follow me and check out the games and hypes that I have made. There's lots of cool hypes to choose from. I decided to go with X Rally Desert by the X. I thought I would make an X Rally with a different kind of environment, starting off with snow. So the first thing we want to do is select that remix button, hit the logic on button, and see what's all going on here. So we got the car, we got 1 checkpoint, 2 checkpoints, we got some ramps, some barrels on the side, nice little gas station over there, got another ramp, another checkpoint, 3rd checkpoint. I think this is actually more of a finish line. There's a lot going on here. The first thing we want to do is make this more of a snowy ground. So take a look at the visuals. We're going to want something white. Copy this. Sometimes you need to put your screen in portrait mode because hypehype is optimized on portrait mode. And now we got the white copy. Let's add a little diffuse to give it a little bit more of a snowy color. That looks good. So let's start by changing all the ground to white. This white does look a little bit too white, so I'm going to go back to the visuals and make it a little bit darker. We can see the changes happening. That looks good. Now we're going to want to change these tiles as well. Make this grass like that. And we can make it dirt. A little bit more of a light gray would work. Also add some particles. Asset, type in snow particle, add it to our game. Now we have snow. I'm going to want to change this dirt to a little bit darker colors. Copy. Yeah, that's much better. I'm curious to see if we can get like a dirt that's almost a little bit snowy, like that has a little bit of a whiteness to it. Playing with the color wheel is a lot of fun. It takes time to get real good at it. This looks good. Call this snow dirt. There we go. That's looking amazing. Let's check it out. Make sure it's consistent everywhere. Go ahead and change this. Nice. So changing that ramp changes all the ramps. Makes me suspect that those are an instance. Yep. But what that means is we can make changes to these objects and it will make the changes everywhere, which is pretty legit. So we can just go into here. I don't believe these trees are used in the map. I don't see them. What I do see is a cactus go here. I'm going to go ahead and change it to a different kind of tree. Okay, looking good. Add a little bit of snow color. Right now the base of the tree is orange color. Let's change it to a dark brown. And now if we go to the map, we can see that there's a bunch of trees. You notice that the particle behind the wheel is the exhaust and top speed. So let's take a look at those particles because we're going to want them to be white exhaust. We're going to hit the play button to see what it looks like. Not sure if I can tell visually. Let's see what color it is. This is the gray to black exhaust. I don't think we need to change that. What was the name of the other one? Top speed. The visual, look at the color. So that is also white. Where are these particles coming from? Okay, looks like they are coming from the tires. And then let's go here. Check out dirt. We copy this just in case. Let's call it snow dirt. Now I'm going to go ahead and change it to snow dirt. So now that when we make changes to the particles, we will be able to see it. The main thing we want to start with is the color. I want this to be more of a bluish, maybe even more of a whitish. The second eye color, blue, maybe even more white. And then here we can have it go to a little bit of a dark. Okay, so we got one tire. Pinch to zoom out. It looks good. Let's give it a try. The particles look amazing. Jump, nice. Let's take a look at this map. It looks like it goes up and around and over to the left, another jump, and then back to the start. There is something I do want to try with this jump. I want it so that if you jump, you're kind of like jumping on a cliff. Easy way to show that is a race. You can see that we have a dirt colored ground. Go to settings, environment, and see that this is the grass and it's not being used, but we can move it further down by going into environment, world bottom bounds, move it down to like maybe 20. Now we see that there is definitely no bottom ground. This actually might be a little bit too difficult to jump. Let's try this. Instead, we'll move that one back. Now we can move this ramp over here. First of all, we're going to need to make this bigger. Let's scale it up even bigger. Advanced menu, see it at 120. So let's go ahead and make this one X of 122. Scale is 1.8. Just make it 1.9. Oh, let's just make it 2. Do the same for this. Okay, and then we'll also have the environment destroy it out of bounds in case the player falls. So let's go ahead and test this and see that there's a little bit something going on the left over here. I think that has to do with us changing the ground. There we go. This is going to be the big jump. Okay, still alive, and the jump, we did not make it. That's okay. I think we can maybe scale this to 3. It's a little closer to help make it easier. Here we can see it looks like the objects are occupying on the same plane, which is causing an issue. Let's just move it down to 5.3. Looks like that has helped. Let's go ahead and change some of these objects. Change this to a house. Hit the disc to rotate 90 degrees. Give it like a cabin feel, because we are in the mountains now. Go ahead with the red top. This to be dark. There we go. That's looking good. Go ahead and copy this, tap and hold, select multiple. Just gonna move all these houses and maybe change some of these houses. We want a red roof. In this housing community, all the houses need to look alike. That looks great. Well, let's save it because we've made some good adjustments. I'll call it Rally X Snowfall. 3, 2, 1, snow. And then we need to add hashtag hype jam 6. Save as a draft. Great. Let's go in and change some more of these objects. So here we have a barrel. I don't think you would see a barrel in the snow. Let's go to instance, check out the physical barrel itself. Let's select this object, see what other objects we can maybe replace it with that would be more fitting. Let's see if we can't find something that would be commonplace in the snow. In the woods, in the mountains, these are a lot of new assets. You can make your own assets in Blender and submit them to hypehype. You know what would be good? A tree stump. Select this one. Let's take a look at the map. Wherever we had barrels, we'll now have these tree stumps. This definitely vibe more with the nature scene. Maybe need to change the color of them later. Let's continue following the racetrack. We see them everywhere, but maybe here's not the best place here. Let me just rotate it a little bit more. Move these around. This way they're not all in the same position, giving map a more realistic depiction of just random stump logs on the trail. Obstacles you have to keep in mind, racing in the snow. We'll still need to make this ramp, make that better. I do want there to be a challenge where you have to jump, change these houses, something more suitable to the snow mountain climate. Yeah, change the colors, red roof, make everything up to building code. There we go. And we can even add some smoke particles. Here we go, we got smoke vent. Let's hit that, move it. Let's grab it. There we go. Put that right there. Looks like we got another chimney as well. Into the chimney. Now we are in 3D, so let's make sure all the angles look good. See, this one's a little bit off, so let's zoom in right in the middle. Change this house as well, like this one. Good. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. Let's move it over here like this. Change the color. I don't think I like this house anymore. Let's see what else we got. Go with this fantasy house. That's cool. A little bit smaller. What's the scale on this? Let's take a look. 1.0. Let's go ahead and move all these to 1 as well. Sometimes you gotta take a couple steps backwards before you can take more steps forward. Let's change the colors. Scheme. Of course, as red root. I like this one so much. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate it over here. Go ahead and also duplicate the smoking chimneys for the win. Let's save it and let's test. Now we still have a lot to do to make this game more of our own, and definitely going to change the racetrack around, be different. And now we should just test to make sure everything is working with the checkpoints, the ramps. We got the wooden logs in our way. We can see the bottom of the floor through the earth, so definitely gonna have to change that. Looking good. I'm gonna have this big jump, which I don't even know if we can make it. Oh, no, not gonna make it. Oh, and we have a crash. That's okay. Give it a moment. We did save it before we did everything, so that's good. Whenever testing, always save it before because you never know what could happen. Go to edit, go back here. The houses look good. We need to move this down a lot more. That one a little bit lower. Go over here, change this house not meeting our winter wonderland theme. Let's go ahead and test it again. We can add more snow particles throughout the map later. We want to make sure the checkpoints are working. Looking good. We're going to have a jump coming up soon. Can make it. Oh. Okay, that was not even close. Trick here would be just move everything down. Yeah, we may need to change this ramp. Let's see if we have another ramp that could maybe work. Let's try this ramp. Okay, so it changes all of the ramps because they're instances. I'm gonna hit undo. Instead, I'm going to bring in another ramp. Take this, move it down here for now in case we need it later. Something like this. Let's see the height difference. Okay, let's test it. Oh wait, don't believe I made this an immovable object, so it has its physics. Otherwise, the character would go straight through it. Here we go. I'm getting better at this. Again, we will be making our own race track, but for now, this is for testing purposes. Yes, there we go. Test to complete. Oh, wait, is there multiple laps? Crap. There is a checkpoint here, right here, and we missed that checkpoint because we basically jumped over it. So let's go ahead and move this down more, and let's move this ramp back. Maybe make the ramp a little bit shorter. Now let's test it. Gotta do lots of testing when making maps. Luckily, if the map is fun, it's not that big of a deal, and you only get better. First checkpoint done. Get the speed. Oh. Yes, there we go. That's the checkpoint we missed last time. And now we should have to finish and just get there. Great. So let's go ahead and save it. This is the beginning of making a remix for the next level game jam. Pretty straightforward. I'm going to have fun recreating this level, and then I'll also try to do another level if I have time, maybe in the woods or something like that. If you like this kind of content where I make and play games, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below. If you have any comments, let me know. Until next time, stay safe out there and peace.